Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Frontenac High School in Frontenac, Kansas. Tony Fuentes here with Brody Wright taking care of my live stream. Karen Hardesty back at the KLKC studio. And the Lady Vikings are going to take on the Lady Raiders from Frontenac here at Frontenac High School tonight. Lady Raiders coming to the game 10-3. Lady Vikings coming to the game 4-10. So Lady Raiders played last night at Neota Shea and lost 46-41. So hopefully Lady Vikes can catch them tired tonight and try to sneak another win on the win column for the Lady Vikes. So Lady Vikes, last time they were in action was last Friday night against Chanute, where they fell 58-45. So Lady Vikes had a two-game winning streak going into that game, so just need to get right back on the winning track. So the Lady Raiders only have 8 players on their roster for the entire freshman, JV, and varsity. So, but that's not for a lack of talent, because they're a very, very well-disciplined, well-coached team that was 10-2 until last night and fell to Neota Shea. And the Neota Shea team is not an easy team to beat. So I know I watched a quarter of their game whenever they played at the Lancer Classic, and they played Riverton in the final game, and they were matching basket back and forth with Riverton, which Riverton had their way with us on that Monday night of the Lancer Classic. So we know how well they play. So this Lady Raider team is going to be, even though they're shorthanded, and they only have 7 players suited up here tonight. So Lady Raiders are shorthanded, but they are going to be a handful regardless. So we still have a couple of minutes before game time, the JV boys game, which JV boys were victorious over the Frontenac boys here in the game before this girls varsity matchup. So, and we're looking forward to that boys game tonight. Should be a good one as well. But let's take a 2-minute break, and then we'll be back ready for a tip-off. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93.
Looking for a career that supports the U.S. national security mission? Join Day and Zimmerman here in Parsons, Kansas. Our salaried and hourly positions offer competitive compensation, starting at $22.90 for hourly roles, and all employees receive excellent benefits and room to grow. From production operators to engineering and beyond, you'll help supply America's defense and build a career you can be proud of. Apply today at careers.dayzim.com. You can make a difference at Day and Zimmerman.
In 2003, Tank Connection founders envisioned a Southeast Kansas-based company dedicated to innovating voltage storage tanks, offering superior products and services through a customer-focused team. 2 decades later, and products in 64 countries and on 6 continents, this vision endures. Tank Connection employee owners are dedicated to a future where their shared purpose brings empowered realities to as many lives as possible.
Life is about movement, and the human body is like any high-performance machine. When miles add up, parts wear down, and that's when pain begins, and here's where it ends. At Labette Health, our nationally recognized orthopedic and sports medicine surgeons use advanced techniques to reduce recovery times and relieve pain for miles to come. Feel like new again at Labette Health in Parsons, Kansas. For more information, go to labettehealth.com.
Discover what you've been missing in Parsons, Kansas. Curious Minds Discovery Zone, a children's museum that inspires a love of learning, with hands-on exhibits for all ages to imagine, create, learn, and discover. Kids enjoy looking through microscopes, building on our magnetic ball run wall, creative play in our doctor's office or grocery store, and lots more. Discover, explore, Parsons, Kansas.
Welcome back to Frontenac High School, and we are going to do the national anthem before the girls' game. So we're just going to leave it here, and you can listen in to the national anthem.
dawn's early light was so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Sophomore Maddie Bland, sophomore Brecken Condon, sophomore Lakin Sullivan, and senior Marley Stout. And the Lady Vikings will start senior Braylon Hinman Mitchell, sophomore Heidi Schultz, senior Cadence Ball, junior Alex Stoneberger, and sophomore Ayana Robertson. So Lady Raiders, as I mentioned here in this Tank Connection pregame, have only 7 players on their bench. So definitely a down year for the Lady Raiders, but like I said, their record doesn't show it. They've got a really good group of sophomores that are going to be very special as the next couple of years come along. So it'll be interesting to see how they bounce back after the loss last night at Neota Shea, to see if the Lady Vikes can take advantage of maybe some tired legs here tonight and get after it. So they're still doing the starting lineups. Let's take a 30-second break, and then we'll be back ready for tip-off. 30-second break, Viking basketball, V93.
Here's a bright idea. Make sure you put your pants on before leaving the house. Sure, it seems simple, but sometimes simple doesn't happen. At IdeaTech, we think it's simple to have real people who live in Kansas helping customers. We understand that not everyone in our industry agrees. Then again, not everyone puts on pants before they leave the house. We think it's important to get the simple things right. Putting our pants on and providing local customer service. Another bright idea from IdeaTech.
And welcome back to Frontenac High School. Tony Fuentes here, and we are ready for tip-off, so that will wrap it up for our Tank Connection pregame. And we are ready for Lady Viking basketball. Robertson will tip off against Stout. Lady Vikes in the new black jerseys. Frontenac Lady Raiders in their home white uniforms. And the tip is up, and it's won by Parsons. Braylon Hinman Mitchell to bring it up the floor. Gets it back up to Stoneberger up top. And she needs help. She gets across the ball. Now Hinman Mitchell within the corner. Back up top the ball. Robertson with it. She gets it stolen, but they're going to call a foul on Reese Franklin. And that's going to be her first foul. So that's one thing Lady Raiders can't do, is commit a lot of fouls. So that could be to the Lady Vikes' advantage. Now nearly stolen by Reese Franklin, and she's got to be careful not to pick up a second foul here in the first minute of the game. So Stoneberger with it. Gets it up top to Robertson. Now out the ball. Now underneath Hinman Mitchell. She gets underneath it, is blocked. And the ball's on the floor. Now here comes Condon with it. She gets it up forward to Stout. Stout thought about the long two. Now gets it back in the paint. Little floater in the lane is good. Lakin Sullivan with the first basket of the game. 2-0 Lady Raiders. 7 minutes to play here, first quarter. Hinman Mitchell gets it off to Stoneberger. Stoneberger turns, goes the other way to Schultz. Schultz, that's going to be a jump ball. It's going to go over to the Lady Raiders. So it'll be possession to the Lady Raiders. Brecklin Condon inbounds to Lakin Sullivan. Sullivan to bring it up the floor. Gets it off quick to Franklin. Now trying to get down low to Stout, and it's stolen. Here comes Stoneberger with it. Stoneberger gets up top. Hinman Mitchell knocked out of bounds by Sullivan. 6:30 to play, first quarter, 2-0 Raiders. Hinman Mitchell to inbounds. She needs to get it in. Gets it into Stoneberger. Now it is stolen. Reese Franklin gets it ahead up to Condon. Now trying to get down low to Stout again. She finally gets it, puts it up, no good. Here comes Stoneberger. Stoneberger needs help. It is stolen. Now Franklin with it quickly going up the floor. Gets it up the floor to Stout. It's knocked out of bounds by the Lady Vikings. It's going to stay with the Lady Raiders underneath their own basket. 6:06 to play, 2-0 Raiders. Bland gets it into Sullivan. Back out to Stout. Stout for a three, and it's good. So Marley Stout with her first basket. 5-0 Lady Raiders in the early going here. Hinman Mitchell gives up the ball. Schultz with it. Back to Robertson. Little jumper in the lane from the elbow, no good. Here comes the Lady Raiders. Bland with it. She gets it ahead to Franklin. Franklin gets it back out to Sullivan. Now Sullivan wants to drive. She goes all the way to the basket. Missed the shot, but Stout gets the rebound and the putback. So Marley Stout now with 5 points the last two trips on the floor. 7-0 Lady Raiders. Now Hinman Mitchell blocked in the paint. And here comes Bland. Gets it ahead to Stout. Stout scores it. So Marley Stout now with 7 points in the last 3 possessions. Quickly up the floor of the Lady Vikes. Now Hinman Mitchell wants a three, and it is no good. And here comes Bland. 9-0 Raiders, and they have the possession. Lexi Jones and Brenna Kramer checking in for the Lady Vikes. And now here comes Lady Vikes, and turnover on the Lady Vikes. So 4:40 to play, first quarter, 9-0 Raiders. Maddie Bosch checking in for the Lady Vikes. Here comes Lakin Sullivan to bring it up the court for the Lady Raiders. Gets it off to Franklin. Franklin gives it to Stout. Stout hands off to Bland. Now Sullivan in the paint, trying to give and go with Stout. Knocked out of bounds by Robertson. So 4:23 to play, 9-0 Raiders. Bland in the paint, nearly stolen. Now Franklin's got it. Now kicks it back out. Sullivan with it. She wants to drive. Sullivan all the way to the basket, missed the layup. Here comes Lexi Jones for the Vikings. Jones guarded by Franklin. Nearly lost it out of bounds, and now it is nearly stolen. Now a timeout, Lady Vikes. 3:58 to play, first quarter, 9-0 Lady Raiders. Let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93.
Hi, I'm Shelby, one of the pharmacists at Bowen Pharmacy. Not only do we keep you up to date on your COVID and flu vaccines, but we also offer pneumonia, shingles, hepatitis, meningitis, tetanus, and whooping cough vaccines. Based on the latest CDC guidelines, we can recommend the vaccines to keep you and your family healthy. Thank you for always choosing Bowen Pharmacy. We're here today and we'll be here tomorrow.
Welcome back to Frontenac High School. Tony Fuentes here, and Lady Vikes try to get it down low. Now they kick it back out, and Brenda Kramer gets it poked away by Stout. It's going to stay with the Lady Vikes underneath their own basket. So Hinman Mitchell to inbounds for the Lady Vikings. She's going to have to go quick, getting close to the 5-second count. Gets it into Robertson. Robertson puts it back to Hinman Mitchell, and she scores. So Braylon gets the first basket for the Lady Vikings. 9-2. Lady Vikings trail by 7. 3:35 to play, first quarter. Now the Lady Raiders, the inbounds underneath their own basket, and Andy Stout has checked into the game for the Lady Raiders. Gets it into Sullivan. Sullivan misses a shot. Here comes Hinman Mitchell. So Braylon kicks it to the corner for Kramer. Thought about the three, and then it is knocked out of bounds by the Raiders. Now Schultz, Stoneberger, and Ball all checking back in for Jones, Boss, and Hinman Mitchell. Kramer with it. 3:20 to play, first quarter. Stoneberger now gets it to Robertson at the elbow. Robertson triple team, gets it back out the ball for a three. In and out, no good. Now Stout with the rebound. Quickly up the floor, Reese Franklin gets it over across the lane. Missed layup, but a rebound, offensive rebound by Andy Stout. Andy Stout gets her first basket, so 11-2 Raiders. Lady Vikes nearly throw it away. Cadence Ball saved it. Now Brenda Kramer with it. Trying to get down low to Stoneberger. Knocked out of bounds by Stout. So now Lady Vikes split the possession underneath their own basket. Stoneberger needs to get it in. And it is knocked in the backcourt. And Reese Franklin takes it all the way. Missed shot. And a rebound, offensive rebound by the Lady Raiders. Now a three-pointer is good by Marley Stout. So Marley Stout already double digits for the Lady Raiders. 14-2 is the score. Robertson from the elbow knocks it down. Ayana Robertson with their first basket. 2:10 to play, first quarter. And Lady Raiders with a 14-4 lead. Now underneath the basket, another layup. This one goes to Stevie Likely, and she has her first basket. 16-4 now. Lady Vikes trail by 12. Brenda Kramer with it. And it is stolen by Franklin. Franklin going all the way and scores it. Reese Franklin gets her first basket. 18-4 now, Lady Raiders. 1:35 and counting here in the first quarter. Robertson picks up her dribble and throws it away. Here comes Lakin Sullivan. She wants to go all the way, and she scores it. And now it's a 20-4 lead in the Lady Vikes. Lady Vikes in a 16-point hole. And there is a timeout on the floor, but we're going to use this time to thank some of our sponsors. I'd like to thank Brown's Mechanical and Plumbing Services, Day and Zimmerman, Idea Tech, SEK Ortho, Doctors Mosier and Meister, Snyder Lawn Care, Labette Bank, Parsons Educational Foundation, Bowen Pharmacy, Roy's Auto Service, Wood Insurance Center, Community National Bank, Labette Center for Mental Health Services, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Parsons District Schools, Eye Care Associate of Parsons, Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray, Commercial Bank, Clemens Insurance Agency, Tank Connection, Elm Haven Nursing Home and Woodridge Estates, Labette Community College, Labette Health, Bartlett Co-op, and Carson Wall Funeral Homes. Thank you to all of our sponsors bringing you Viking basketball here in the 25-26 season. Hinman Mitchell to bring it up the court for Lady Vikes. Gets it the ball at the wing. Back up top to Stoneberger. Now trying to get down low to Hinman Mitchell, just threw it away. 1:12 to play first quarter, 20-4 Raiders. Sophomore Maddie Bland with it. Gets it up court, but now it's stolen by Cadence Ball, and she gets it up to Stoneberger. Missed shot. Now Robertson makes it. Ayana Robertson now with 4 points. 20-6 is the score. And now here comes Condon. Quickly up floor to Likely. Now back to Condon. And Brecken Condon gets her first basket. So Maddie Bland, the only Raider to not score. 6 of the 7 have already scored. And now a missed shot by the Vikings, and here comes Marley Stout. And she kicks it back out. And now it's stolen by Braylon Hinman Mitchell. Hinman Mitchell underneath scores it. And now 4 points for Hinman Mitchell. And now here comes the Lady Raiders. Stevie Likely quickly up the floor. And now stolen. Here comes Heidi Schultz for the Lady Vikes. Schultz gets it to Robertson. Now Cadence Ball for a three, and it's good. Cadence Ball knocks down her first basket. 22-11, the end of the first quarter. Lady Vikes trail by 11. Let's take a 30-second break and listen to Viking basketball on V93.
Discover what you've been missing in Parsons, Kansas. Curious Minds Discovery Zone, a children's museum that inspires a love of learning, with hands-on exhibits for all ages to imagine, create, learn, and discover. Kids enjoy looking through microscopes, building on our magnetic ball run wall, creative play in our doctor's office or grocery store, and lots more. Discover, explore, Parsons, Kansas.
Welcome back to Frontenac High School. Tony Fuentes here along with Brody Wright taking care of the live stream. Karen Hardesty back at the KLKC studio patching us through. And we're ready for the second quarter to start. Lady Vikes will have the first possession of the quarter. Lady Vikes trail 22-11. They've trailed by as many as 16. So Schultz knocked it out of bounds. And the Lady Raiders are going to take over on the turnover. Condon to inbound to Sullivan. Sullivan to bring it up the court. Sullivan goes all the way to the basket, missed the layup. Robertson with the rebound, gets it ahead to Schultz. Schultz nearly lost a dribble. Now here's Hinman Mitchell, now it's nearly stolen. And it's going to stay Lady Vikes as it goes out of bounds off of Franklin. 7.5 to play in the second quarter. Lady Vikes trail 22-11. Cadence Ball gets it down low to Robertson. Robertson scores it. Ayana Robertson now with 6 points. Lady Vikes trail by 9. 22-13. Now a steal by Robertson. Ahead to Schultz. Schultz gets it ahead to Stoneberger. Now back across to Robertson. And she just gets it stolen from Stout. Now Stout with it. Stout with 10 points in that first quarter. Now Sullivan in the paint missed the shot. Hinman Mitchell gets it ahead to Stoneberger. Spin move. And nearly throws it away. They're going to say it went out of bounds. Off the Lady Raiders. Now Brenna Kramer checking back in for the Lady Vikes. Checking in for Robertson. Hinman Mitchell. So now knocked out of bounds again by the Lady Raiders. 6:40 to play now. 22-13. Lady Vikes trail by 9. Now Stoneberger. Knocked out of bounds by Franklin again. So the quick hands by sophomore Reese Franklin. Now Stoneberger with it. Gives off the ball. Back over to Kramer. Kramer thought about the three. Now she wants to drive. And they're going to say it went out of bounds off Kramer. Kramer just needs to probably take that shot. Now Sullivan with it. Goes back to Condon. Now stolen. Now Lady Vikes with it. Cadence Ball kicks it over to Kramer for a three. No good. Now here comes Maddie Bland quickly the other way. Now another steal by Lady Vikes, but now it's going to be a jump ball. Possession going to Frontenac on the jump ball here. We got a timeout on the floor, Frontenac. Let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93.
At Labette Center, we have worked hard to make it easier than ever to start on your journey to wellness. The center provides a full range of mental health and substance use services to individuals of all ages. With expanded services and same-day access, you can begin your journey when you are ready. Visit our website at lcmhs.com to find out more about our services and begin your journey to wellness today. Labette Center for Mental Health. Help for today, hope for tomorrow.
And welcome back to Frontenac High School. Tony Fuentes here along with Brody Wright doing the live stream. Karen Hardesty back at the KLKC studio. Lady Vikes trail 22-13. They trailed 22-11 at the end of the first quarter. And they've gained one bucket here in the second quarter in the first minute 51. But the Lady Raiders have the ball underneath their own basket. And Brecklin Condon, the sophomore, will inbounds. So she gets it in. Now passing around the perimeter are the Raiders. Trying to get down low to Stout. Just hasn't been working out. Now Stout with it. And she gets down and makes the basket. So Marley Stout now with 12 points. She's got half of the Lady Raiders points. And now they're going to call a jump ball, as Marley Stout has caused 3 jump balls already in this game. Just with really quick hands grabbing the ball as the player is going to the basket. So Lady Vikes will maintain possession on the jump ball. Hinman Mitchell with it. She needs to get it in. Gets it into Ball. Now Stoneberger gets a little floater in the lane, and it is good. So Alex Stoneberger gets her first basket. 24-15. Lady Vikes trail by 9, and Lady Raiders turn it over. So Lady Vikes getting some turnovers here in the early part of the second quarter to try to stay within striking distance. Now a near steal by the Lady Raiders. And now Lady Vikes with it. Now Kramer gets it down low to Robertson. Robertson missed. Now Hinman Mitchell with it. Puts it up, no good. Now Robertson is fouled. And Ayanna Robertson will go to the line to shoot 2. 5:16 to play in the second quarter. 24-15 is our score. Robertson at the line to shoot 2. First one is good. So Robertson now with 7 points. Second free throw is up and no good on this one. And it's going to go off the Lady Raiders. Wow. I saw it going off the Lady Raiders there, but they're saying that it was off the Lady Vikings. So now Lakin Sullivan to bring it up the court. Gets it up floor to Bland. Now Stout with it underneath. Missed shot. And Hinman Mitchell tracks it down, gets it to Stoneberger. So Lady Vikes down by 8. They've trailed by as many as 16. So they've cut that deficit in half. Now Hinman Mitchell with it. Near turnover, now ball all the way skip pass. Now Kramer took steps. Now Andy Stout will check into the game for the Lady Raiders. 4:42 to play. Second quarter, 24-16. Lady Vikes trail by 8. Stout gives it up to Bland. Now Franklin, now Stout. Some quick passes by Lady Raiders. Now near turnover. They do maintain possession to the Raiders. Now Stout for a 3. Off the mark this time. And Stout gets the long rebound. And now Bland for a 3. Short, no good. Rebound to Cadence Ball of the Lady Vikes. And now a steal by Lakin Sullivan. And she gets an easy bucket. So now a near steal by the Raiders again. And now they're going to call a foul on number 10. No, they're going to call it on Andy Stout. So Lady Vikes kind of catch a break there. 26-16, Lady Vikes trail by 10. Now they get it into Stoneberger. 3:55 and counting here to go in the second quarter. Now a turnover by Lady Vikes. So now the Raiders with the possession and a 10-point advantage. Sophomore Andy Stout gives off to sophomore Lakin Sullivan. Get it up to senior Marley Stout, and she is fouled by Hinman Mitchell. So Marley Stout will go to the line to shoot 2. That'll be her first trip to the free throw line. Stout with 12 points already in the game. First free throw is good. Lexi Jones and Heidi Schultz checking in for the Lady Vikings. Kramer and Stoneberger are going to take a seat. Senior Marley Stout, the lone senior for the Lady Raiders. Knocks down both free throws. She has 14 points. And now a steal by Reese Franklin and a layup by Lakin Sullivan. Lakin Sullivan now with 8 points. Now Lady Vikes with another near steal. Lady Raiders with this press here is causing Lady Vikes some fits. Now Lady Vikes get it into Hinman Mitchell. Braylon goes left, gets it to Lexi Jones. Jones trying to get some space, can't get any space. And now she turns it over. And here comes Marley Stout. Nope, it's stolen by Cadence Ball. And Cadence takes it in for a layup. Cadence up to 5 points now. 30-18, Lady Vikes trail by 12. And now an easy basket by Reese Franklin on the other end. Now it's back up to a 14-point advantage at 32-18. And let's do a full minute timeout. Look at the Viking basketball on V93.
In 2003, Tank Connection founders envisioned a Southeast Kansas-based company dedicated to innovating bolted storage tanks, offering superior products and services through a customer-focused team. 2 decades later, and products in 64 countries and on 6 continents, this vision endures. Tank Connection employee owners are dedicated to a future where their shared purpose brings empowered realities to as many lives as possible.
Discover what you've been missing in Parsons, Kansas. Curious Minds Discovery Zone, a children's museum that inspires a love of learning, with hands-on exhibits for all ages to imagine, create, learn, and discover. Kids enjoy looking through microscopes, building on our magnetic ball run wall, creative play in our doctor's office or grocery store, and lots more. Discover, explore, Parsons, Kansas.
Welcome back to Frontenac High School. Tony Fuentes here, and we are back out of the timeout. Kramer with it. Got a press by the Lady Raiders. Hinman Mitchell breaks the press, gets it the ball in the corner, missed the 3, and now it's out of bounds off the Lady Vikes. 2:41 to play here in the second quarter. 32-18 advantage, 14 points lead for the Lady Raiders. Get it up. The senior Stout turnaround 3 is no good, but an offensive rebound goes to Sullivan. Now Reese Franklin kicks it in the corner for Lively. And Stevie Lively knocks down a big 3. Now it's back up to a 17-point advantage for the Lady Raiders. And they're going to call a jump ball in the backcourt. So 2:16 to play before the half. Lady Vikes trailing by 17. Lady Vikes trailed by 16 early. Clawed back to only being down by 8, but now it's back up to a 17-point advantage for the Lady Raiders. Sullivan, long 2 is no good. Rebound, Cadence Ball. Now it goes to Robertson. And they're still, and now Stoneberger with it. It's a Hinman Mitchell in the paint. They're going to call a travel on Hinman Mitchell. So just under 2 minutes to play here in the first half. 17-point advantage for the Lady Raiders at 35-18. Now still by Cadence Ball. Cadence gets it to Robertson in the paint, and it goes. Ayana Robertson now with 9 points to lead Lady Vikes. 35-20. Lady Vikes trail by 15. Marley Stout kicks it to Reese Franklin. Now Stevie Likely is blocked by Hinman Mitchell. Now Hinman Mitchell nearly lost it. And now Franklin being very handsy in the backcourt. Now near steal by the Raiders. It goes out of bounds off the Raiders. 1:19 to play, second quarter. Lady Vikes need to get it in to Hinman Mitchell. Back to Robertson. Robertson puts it up, no good. Here comes Stout. Back up top to Sullivan. Sullivan trying to get it down low. Now Stout with it down low. Turnaround, no good. Here comes Robertson. Gets it ahead to Schultz. And Schultz traveled with it. So Marley Stout to take a little breather before the half. Sophomore Andy Stout will check in for her. Now quickly up the court is Condon. Gets it back to Bland. Bland turnaround is good. So Maddie Bland scores. So all 7 players for the Lady Raiders have scored. Now a steal by Lady Raiders. Now turnaround is also good by Maddie Bland. So she hadn't scored. She was the last one to score, and then she gets 2 buckets in a row before the half. Now Schultz with it at the wing. Lady Vikes trail 39-20. Now steal by Franklin. Franklin quickly the other way. Puts it up, no good, but Sullivan is there for the rebound, and then she is fouled by Schultz. So Lakin Sullivan will go to the line to shoot 2. So Sullivan at the line. First one is up and no good. 7 seconds left here in the first half. So 39-20. Lady Raiders with a 19-point advantage. Second free throw from Sullivan is also no good, but is knocked out of bounds by the Lady Vikes, and it'll stay with the Lady Raiders. 6.3 seconds left before the half. Now Bland with it. Gets in the paint, in and out, no good. Now it's going to be the half. Lady Vikes trail 39-20 at the half. Let's take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with the halftime report. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93.
Reaching your goals is closer than you think at Labette Community College. With 25 programs of study, 6 certificate options, and a campus that cares, your journey at LCC is sure to lead to success. Become a Cardinal. Visit labette.edu to learn more today.
In 2003, Tank Connection founders envisioned a Southeast Kansas-based company dedicated to innovating bolted storage tanks, offering superior products and services through a customer-focused team. 2 decades later, and products in 64 countries and on 6 continents, this vision endures. Tank Connection employee owners are dedicated to a future where their shared purpose brings empowered realities to as many lives as possible.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
With many years of combined experience, Eye Care Associates of Parsons has set the framework in providing comprehensive eye health examinations for all ages and routine vision care for families throughout the 4-state area. Our optometrists and staff provide remarkable care with state-of-the-art technology to help with diagnosis and management of eye health conditions. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your next eye exam. Eye Care Associates of Parsons. Experience modern eye care.
At Labette Center, we have worked hard to make it easier than ever to start on your journey to wellness. The center provides a full range of mental health and substance use services to individuals of all ages. With expanded services and same-day access, you can begin your journey when you are ready. Visit our website at lcmhs.com to find out more about our services and begin your journey to wellness today. Labette Center for Mental Health. Help for today. Hope for tomorrow.
The Raiders were led by senior Marley Stout with 14. Sophomore Lakin Sullivan with 8. Sophomore Stevie Likely with 5. Sophomore Reese Franklin with 4. Maddie Bland with 4. Brecken Condon with 2. And Andy Stout with 2. So Lady Vikes were led by sophomore Ayana Robertson with 9. Senior Cadence Ball with 4. Senior Braylon Hinman Mitchell with, Cadence Ball with 5, senior Braylon Hinman Mitchell with 4, and junior Alex Stoneberger with 2. And Lady Vikes trailed quickly by the sharp shooting from Marley Stout, and then the Lady Vikes fought back, got it back to an 8-point deficit, but now trailed by 19 at the half. So Lady Vikes got some work to do here in the second half to try to get back into this, as the Viking boys are warming up at the half of the girls game, and the Viking boys will be in action once this girls game is finished, and Frontenac boys come into the matchup 4-8. Viking boys 1-13, so Viking boys will have their work cut out for them. So we are going to take another 5-minute break, and then we should be ready for second half action of the girls. So 5-minute break. You're listening to Viking basketball on V93.
Life is about movement, and the human body is like any high-performance machine. When miles add up, parts wear down, and that's when pain begins, and here's where it ends. At Labette Health, our nationally recognized orthopedic and sports medicine surgeons use advanced techniques to reduce recovery times and relieve pain for miles to come. Feel like new again at Labette Health in Parsons, Kansas. For more information, go to labettehealth.com.
Discover what you've been missing in Parsons, Kansas. Curious Minds Discovery Zone, a children's museum that inspires a love of learning, with hands-on exhibits for all ages to imagine, create, learn, and discover. Kids enjoy looking through microscopes, building on our magnetic ball run wall, creative play in our doctor's office or grocery store, and lots more. Discover, explore. Parsons, Kansas.
In 2003, Tank Connection founders envisioned a Southeast Kansas-based company dedicated to innovating bolted storage tanks, offering superior products and services through a customer-focused team. 2 decades later, and products in 64 countries and on 6 continents, this vision endures. Tank Connection employee owners are dedicated to a future where their shared purpose brings empowered realities to as many lives as possible.
Reaching your goals is closer than you think at Labette Community College. With 25 programs of study, 6 certificate options, and a campus that cares, your journey at LCC is sure to lead to success. Become a Cardinal. Visit labette.edu to learn more today.
Hi, I'm Shelby, one of the pharmacists at Bowen Pharmacy. Not only do we keep you up to date on your COVID and flu vaccines, but we also offer pneumonia, shingles, hepatitis, meningitis, tetanus, and whooping cough vaccines. Based on the latest CDC guidelines, we can recommend the vaccines to keep you and your family healthy. Thank you for always choosing Bowen Pharmacy. We're here today and we'll be here tomorrow.
Here's a bright idea: streaming without buffering. It's not 2014. There's no reason for laggy internet and buffering shows. IdeaTech has the technology. It's fiber optic cable. IdeaTech has brought high-speed fiber to 75 communities and counting. Don't put up with outdated internet. Stream without buffering. Another bright idea from IdeaTech.
Looking for a career that supports the U.S. national security mission? Join Day and Zimmerman here in Parsons, Kansas. Our salaried and hourly positions offer competitive compensation, starting at $22.90 for hourly roles, and all employees receive excellent benefits and room to grow. From production operators to engineering and beyond, you'll help supply America's defense and build a career you can be proud of. Apply today at careers.dayzim.com. You can make a difference at Day and Zimmerman.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialized in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
With many years of combined experience, Eye Care Associates of Parsons has set the framework in providing comprehensive eye health examinations for all ages and routine vision care for families throughout the four-state area. Our optometrists and staff provide remarkable care with state-of-the-art technology to help with diagnosis and management of eye health conditions. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your next eye exam. Eye Care Associates of Parsons. Experience modern eye care.
Bowen Pharmacy supports the Parsons Vikings here, and here, and here. It's our goal to keep you covered. At Bowen Pharmacy, we give no excuses for you not to make it to the game. And it's always a great day to be a Viking.
And we are seconds away from the start of the second half. Lady Vikes trail 39-20 at the half, and that's going to wrap it up for your Eye Care Associate of Parsons halftime report. Brought to you by Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray. Lady Vikes will have the first possession to start this second half. Robertson will inbounds. Braylon Hinman Mitchell in the backcourt. And they get it in. Hinman Mitchell with it. Hinman Mitchell guarded by Franklin. Gets it down low to Robertson, but it's turnover. Here comes Maddie Bland with it. Bland spin move. Kicks it out. Condon over to the corner for Stout. Now back up top to Sullivan. Sullivan guarded by Schultz. Now Reese Franklin gets in the paint. Missed shot. Here comes Hinman Mitchell for the Lady Vikes. Quickly up the floor to Ball. Ball back to Hinman Mitchell. Now cross court. Heidi Schultz for a three. In and out, no good. Good rebound. I thought it was going to go to the Lady Vikes, but knocked out of the hands by Stout. Here comes Lakin Sullivan quickly the other way. She loses off her own foot. So Lady Vikes will get the possession here. 39-20. Same score was at the half. 7:11 to play third quarter. Robertson, the inbounds, gets it in Hinman Mitchell. Now she's double teamed, gets it ahead to Schultz. Schultz gets ahead to Stoneberger. Now Stoneberger gets it over to Schultz. She nearly lost it. Now she needs help. They're going to call jump ball possession to the Raiders. 6:55 to play third quarter. Lady Vikes trail by 19. Lakin Sullivan gets it up the court to Stout. Now Sullivan drives, now kicks it back out. Stout thought about the three. Now she kicks it in the wing to Condon. Condon drives and scores. So Brecken Condon gets her second basket. She scored in the first minute of the game and hadn't scored since. And now, still by Reese Franklin, an easy bucket. So now it's up to 45-20. Sorry, 43-20. Now Schultz blocked by Bland. 6:10 to play third quarter. Lady Vikes trail by 23. Hinman Mitchell to inbounds. She tries to get it in, but now it's stolen by Franklin. Franklin quickly the other way. She scores it. Reese Franklin with 4 quick points here. She had 4 at the half. So she's doubled her point total. Now another steal by the Lady Raiders. Quickly up the floor. Now an easy bucket by Maddie Bland. She's up to 6. 47-20. Now Kramer gets in the paint. Now it's blocked. Now up the floor to Reese Franklin. And she is fouled. Stoneberger with the first foul. 5:35 to play, third quarter, 47-20. Lady Vikes trail by 27. Sophomore Reese Franklin will be at the free throw line for the first time. First one is up and no good. Lady Raiders were 2 for 4 from the free throw line in the first half. Now they're 2 for 5. Franklin's going to have one more. Second one's up and good. So 48-20, a 28-point advantage for the Lady Raiders. Now Stoneberger gets it poked away. Now Reese Franklin quickly the other way. Now Stout with the rebound, put back no good. Now rebound is on the floor. They're going to call jump ball. Parsons with the jump ball. Now Hinman Mitchell gets it in Stoneberger. 5:14. Play third quarter. Lady Vikes trail by 28. Cadence Ball with it. It's stolen. Now quickly up the floor goes Lakin Sullivan. She puts it up and in. Lakin Sullivan now in double digits with 10. 50-20 now. 4:51 counting. Third quarter. Now another near steal. Now it is going to be a steal. As on the jump ball possession, it'll go to the Lady Raiders. Andy Stout checking in for Lady Raiders. Robertson and Jones checking in for Lady Vikes. 4:44. Lady Raiders with the ball. Maddie Bland. It's it down low to Andy Stout. Missed the layup. Now it's going to be a jump ball possession this time to Lady Vikings. So 50-20, Lady Vikes trail by 30. Hinman Mitchell to bring it up the court for the Lady Vikes. And we have a timeout on the court by the Lady Vikes. And let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Viking basketball on V93.
Here's a bright idea. Make sure you put your pants on before leaving the house. Sure, it seems simple, but sometimes simple doesn't happen. At Idea Tech, we think it's simple to have real people who live in Kansas helping customers. We understand that not everyone in our industry agrees. Then again, not everyone puts on pants before they leave the house. We think it's important to get the simple things right. Putting our pants on and providing local customer service. Another bright idea from Idea Tech.
Welcome back to Frontenac High School. Tony Fuentes here. Brody Wright taking care of our live stream. Karen Hardesty back at the KLKC studio. And the Lady Vikes trail 50-20. 4.5 to play in the third quarter. So Coach Eric Lyons giving some instruction before going out to the court. It'll be Hinman Mitchell, Jones, Kramer, Robertson, and Ball checking in at the 4:30 mark for the Lady Vikes. Robertson gets it into Kramer. Kramer gets across half court, picked up by a double team. Now Ball, let's get past Alexi Jones, and Lexi missed the shot, but she is fouled. So Lexi Jones will go to the line to shoot 2. So it'll be Lexi's first time to the free throw line tonight. First one is up and no good. Stevie Likely checking in for Lady Raiders. Second free throw from Jones is up and no good. Rebounded to Marley Stout. Sullivan with it with a 30-point advantage. Gets to Stout. A give and go now. Sullivan scores it. 12 points now for Sullivan. Just under 4 minutes to play here in the third. Now Cadence Ball with it in the corner. Gets to Lexi Jones for a three. In and out, no good. And now rebound to Hinman Mitchell, the Lady Vikes. And now they're going to call a jump ball. And now Frontenac will get the ball on the jump ball possession. So 3:47, third quarter, 52-20. Lady Vikes trail by 30, but now Robertson with the steal. Needs help. Now it is stolen back, this time by Andy Stout of the Raiders. Now Marley Stout to bring it up the court. Gives out to Sullivan. Sullivan quickly to the basket. She is fouled. She had 2 free throws in the first half and missed both of them. She'll go to the foul line for the second time tonight. 3:28 to play third quarter, 52-20. And Lakin Sullivan at the line for the Lady Raiders. First one is off the mark, no good. So Sullivan 0 for 3 from the line. Ava Durkin checking in for the Lady Vikes. So now second free throw coming up for Sullivan. It is up. This one's good. So Sullivan now with 13 points. Brenna Kramer gives off to Durkin. Now back out to Kramer. Kramer up top to Cadence Ball. Now Durkin with it. Lexi Jones for a three, no good. Now back out to Kramer. Ball for another three, and this time no good. Now here comes Brecken Condon. And now block shot in the lane. And looks like Lakin Sullivan will go to the line. So Sullivan at the line again. She is now 1 for 5 from the free throw line. Alex Stoneberger checking back in for the Lady Vikes. Sophomore Lakin Sullivan at the line for one more. Missed that one as well. Here comes the Lady Vikes. Stoneberger with it. Give and go to Robertson. Robertson in the paint, scores it. Ayana Robertson now with double digits. She has 11. Now Marley Stout. Lost it. Now Lady Vikes have the possession. Here comes Robertson quickly up the floor. Puts it up and good. Robertson now with a couple quick buckets to get the Lady Vikes back to a 29-point deficit at 53-24. Now Sullivan kicks it over to Stout. Thought about the three, and they're going to call it for a travel. So Maddie Bland will check back in for the Lady Raiders. Robertson gets it in to Stoneberger. Now Jones wants a three, and it's good. Lexi Jones knocks down a three-pointer. 53-27, Lady Vikes trail by 26. Now Bland with it. Bland back over to Condon for a three, no good. Rebound goes to Durkin. Now Kramer gives out to Stoneberger. Now Robertson has it. Robertson gets to the paint. throws it away, trying to get it over to the corner to Kramer. Minute and a half to play in the third. Andy Stout. They're going to get a travel on the Lady Raiders. Lady Vikes get it in. Now Robertson gets in the paint, puts it up, no good. Rebound to Condon. Quickly up the court goes Stout. Now Marley Stout in the paint, misses it. Lexi Jones with the rebound. Minute 10, third quarter. Brenda Kramer wants a three. This one's off the mark. And here comes Lady Raiders. Quickly up the floor, Andy Stout. Little floater in the lane. Marley Stout with the rebound. And she is fouled by Robertson. So Stoneberger's going to pick up the foul, not Robertson. 54.1 seconds left here in the third quarter. 53-27 Lady Raiders. So 26-point advantage for the Lady Raiders. Senior Marley Stout. Been really quiet here in the third quarter. That is her first point of the third quarter. She had 14 in the first half. And she will have one more free throw coming here. 54-27 is our score. Make that 55-27. As Stout knocked down both free throws. 28-point advantage for the Lady Raiders. Coach Fields takes his senior starter out. Give her a little bit of a rest. Now Lady Vikes with the ball. Schultz gets it to Jones for a three. In and out, no good. Rebound to Robertson. Put back is good. Ayana Robertson now with 15 points. Now here's Reese Franklin. Gets it before to Sullivan. Actually, that was Stevie Likely with the basket. So 57-29. Lady Vikes trail by 28. Lexi Jones. Step back three, no good. It's going to go out of bounds. And Lady Raiders have 6.5 before the end of the third quarter. And that's Reese Franklin in the paint, missed shot. And it's going to go to the fourth quarter, 57-29. Lady Vikes trail by 28. Let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Viking basketball on V93.
In 2003, Tank Connection founders envisioned a Southeast Kansas-based company dedicated to innovating bolted storage tanks, offering superior products and services through a customer-focused team. 2 decades later, and products in 64 countries and on 6 continents, this vision endures. Tank Connection employee owners are dedicated to a future where their shared purpose brings empowered realities to as many lives as possible.
Welcome back to Frontenac High School. Tony Fuentes here, and we are ready for the fourth quarter. Lady Vikes in a deep hole, trail 57-29 heading to this fourth quarter. And Coach Eric Lyons giving out the signals. Coach Fields for Lady Raiders talking to his troops. And it looks like the starters will go out for each team. Actually, check that. Lexi Jones is in the lineup for the Lady Vikes with the other 4 starters. So Robertson to inbounds. Gets it in, and Hinman Mitchell loses it. Now Lady Raiders have it. They're going to call the jump ball possession, and the possession will go to the Lady Raiders. So 7:55 to play. Lady Raiders lead by 28. Now Sullivan with it. Sullivan trying to slow it down a little bit. Now it's stolen by the Lady Vikes. And now it is stolen back by the Lady Raiders. Now it's going to be a foul on Reese Franklin. This will be her second. She picked up her first one the first 20 seconds of the game. So now Lexi Jones, spin move, gets to the paint, puts it up, no good. Now Lady Raiders with it. Now Marley Stout is going to get called for a charge. And that's going to be her second. (57-29) Lady Vikes trail by 28, 7:23 to play here in the fourth. Braylon Hinman Mitchell with it. Gets it to the wing to Lexi Jones. Jones. Guarded by Bland. Now gets it down low to Robertson. She's double teamed. Now it's going to be a jump ball. Held ball staying with the Lady Vikes. .7:05 to play, fourth quarter. Robertson. Now it's stolen. And here comes the Lady Raiders. And Maddie Bland with the basket and a 30-point advantage now at 59-29. Robertson with it in the paint. Puts it up and scores. Robertson now with 18. Check that, 17 points for the Lady Vikes. Marley Stout gives it in the paint. And now she has the rebound and lost it. Now it's out of bounds. And it's going to be a turnover to the Lady Vikings. 58. Check that, 59-31. Lady Vikes trail by 28. Freshman Brenna Kramer will check in at the next whistle. As will sophomore Andy Stout. They're going to call a foul on Lakin Sullivan. Kramer checking in, Stout checking in. 5:46, Heidi Schultz for a three, no good. Rebound, was on the floor. It's going to be another jump ball, possession to the Lady Raiders. The Lady Raiders to inbounds. Condon gets it in to Marley Stout. Back to Stout. Stout puts it on the floor, guarded by Robertson, then back up top to Sullivan. Now Franklin gets it down to Bland. Bland scores it. So Maddie Bland was really quiet. Didn't score till late in the first half, the last minute of the first half, and now she has double digits. Now Braylon Hinman Mitchell gets into the paint and scores it. She has 6. Now here comes Franklin, throws it away. Stevie Likely checking in for Lady Raiders. So Robertson to inbound for Lady Vikes. Hinman Mitchell to bring it up the court for Lady Vikes. Now Schultz. Kramer for a three. Banked it in. So Brenna Kramer gets her first basket of the game. 61-36. Lady Vikes down by 25 points. Stevie Likely inbounds for the Raiders. Now they get the corner to Bland. Back up top to Franklin. Now Marley Stout. Now Franklin for a three, no good. Offensive rebound though goes to Marley Stout. Stout scores it. So Stout with 14 in the first half, has 2 in the third and now 2 in the fourth, so she scored in all 4 quarters. Now freshman Kramer underneath the basket, needs help. Gets it out to Maddie Boss for a three, no good. Here comes Reese Franklin. Gets it up court to Andy Stout. Puts it up, no good. Rebound underneath. Goes to Bland. And Bland now double digits. Because she was already double. She has 12 now. Now still by Bland. 2:41 to play here in the ball game. Reese Franklin gives up to Marley Stout for a three, and it is good. So Marley Stout now with 21 points. And they're going to substitute some players here, it looks like. So Desi Webb, Heidi Schultz, Brenda Kramer, Ava Durkin, and Maddie Boss will be on the court for the Lady Vikings. 2.5 to play. And Lady Raiders gonna move to 11-3. Lady Vikes will fall to 4-11. Lady Vikes' next action will be Friday night at Fort Scott. So Lady Vikes, this is the first game of 8 out of 9 games on the road. So it's gonna be a tough finish to the season with only one more home game left. And now a block shot by the Lady Raiders. And here comes Lakin Sullivan, gets it to Stevie Likely. Now back out. Missed shot, now saved by the Raiders. Now Desi Webb brings it up the floor for Lady Vikes. Near travel, now Lakin Sullivan steals it. Sullivan goes all the way in, missed the shot. Likely makes it. Stevie Likely now with 9. Minute 46 to play here in the fourth. Lady Vikes trail 70-36. They now trail by 34. And now another steal by the Lady Raiders. And here comes Andy Stout. Gets it up floor to Lakin. Gets it up to Likely, and she scores it. Now Stevie Likely double digits for the Raiders. Now Lady Vikes trying to get down low to Webb. Knocked out of bounds by the Raiders. 1 minute to play here in the fourth. 72-36. Lady Vikes trail by 36. And Lady Vikes trying to get it in. Gets stolen. Now Likely scores it and is fouled. So Likely makes the basket and scores it, so she will be at the line for one more as she's fouled on the shot. Down to 30 seconds to go in the ball game. Likely at the line, and it's good. So here come the Lady Vikes. Brenna Kramer with it. 12 seconds to play. Schultz. Now stolen. And it's going to be the ball game. 75-36. Lady Vikes fall to the Lady Raiders of Frontenac. So let's take a 1-minute break, and I'll come back for the Bowen Pharmacy post game on the girls' side. 1-minute break. You're listening to Viking basketball on V93.
Life is about movement, and the human body is like any high-performance machine. When miles add up, parts wear down, and that's when pain begins, and here's where it ends. At Labette Health, our nationally recognized orthopedic and sports medicine surgeons use advanced techniques to reduce recovery times and relieve pain for miles to come. Feel like new again at Labette Health in Parsons, Kansas. For more information, go to labettehealth.com.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
Welcome back to Frontenac High School. Tony Fuentes here, and we are ready for the Bowen Pharmacy post-game report on the girls' side. Let's run down the scores for the Frontenac Lady Raiders. Reese Franklin with 9, Stevie Likely with 14, Maddie Bland with 12, Brecken Condon with 4, Andy Stout with 2, Lakin Sullivan with 13, Marley Stout with 21. For the Lady Vikings, they were led by sophomore Ayana Robertson with 17, Cadence Ball with 5, Braylon Hinman Mitchell with 6, Brenna Kramer with 3, Lexi Jones with 3, and Alex Stoneberger with 2. So Lady Vikes going to fall to 4-11. Lady Raiders going to move to 11-3. And just a tough night scoring-wise for the Lady Vikes, and hopefully the boys Vikings will fare a little bit better on the offensive side, and it's just going to be a tough stretch here as the first of 6 straight away games for the Lady Vikes. So we got about 10 minutes before actually about 13 minutes before the start of the boys contest. So let's take a 10-minute break, and then we'll come back for the Tank Connection pregame for the boys' side. So 10-minute break. You're listening to Viking basketball on V93. back to Frontenac High School. Tony Fuentes here along with Brody Wright taking care of our live stream. Karen Hardesty back at the KOKC studio. And we are ready for the boys' side. So this is the Tank Connection pregame for the boys' side. And the boys Vikings in need of some wins to be eligible for the postseason at this point. So they are 1-13, and they are going to take on the Frontenac Raiders, who are coming into this game at 4-8. So Vikings had a tough loss last Friday night at home against the Chanute Blue Comets, and their lone win of the season was at the Lancer Classic versus Baxter Springs. So they are looking for that second win of the season to try to build on those wins, and just really haven't been able to put 4 quarters together. And hopefully tonight against a 4-8 Raiders team, the Vikings can get things going and try to get that second win of the season. So looks like the Raiders are ready for the lineup. They did the national anthem before the girls' game, so we should have just the lineups hopefully for this game, and it looks like it's going to be sophomore Drake Clayton, the junior Caden Mirando, senior Jake Wagner, junior Luke Sneed, and sophomore Kel Coombs will be our starters. So Sneed, Wagner, Clayton, Mirando, and Coombs will be the starters for Frontenac. And the Vikings will start senior Jason Shaw, senior Connor Largent, senior Deshaun Pleasant, junior Andrew Hout, and sophomore Andre Ford. So according to the senior-wise, the Vikings have 3 seniors in the starting lineup, whereas the Frontenac Raiders will only have 1 senior in the starting lineup. And they only have 1 senior. Jake Wagner is the lone senior. So Sneed's a junior, Mirando's a junior, and Coombs, I believe, Coombs is just a sophomore. So 2 sophomores, 2 juniors, and a senior for the Raiders. 3 seniors, 1 sophomore, 1 junior for the Vikings. So the teams huddling up on each side of the court, getting ready for play here. So it looks like senior Jake Wagner will be the person jumping for the Raiders, and he'll go against senior Connor Largent. So Wagner and Largent at center court, ready for the jump ball. So we are ready for play. And the jump ball goes to the Vikings. Andrew Hout gives off to Shaw. And now Shaw tried to throw it off of the Raiders, and then somehow, I think it was out. I think the junior Miranda was out of bounds when it hit him, so Vikings catch a break there. So Andre Ford with it in the backcourt. He is guarded by Miranda. Now here is Shaw, kicks it to the corner to Pleasant. Now back out to Ford. Ford with it. Down to 16 on the shot clock. Knocked out of bounds by the Raiders, so first 30 seconds, no score. Shaw to inbounds. Gets it into Hauk. Back to Shaw. Down to 10 on the shot clock. Skip pass all the way across to Pleasant. Now Ford has it. Ford gets in the paint. Kicks it all the way across to Hauk for a three. No good. Rebound to Wagner. So here comes Miranda, gets it to Coombs. So Caden Miranda running the point. Hands back off to Coombs. Back out to Miranda. Miranda gets in the paint. Going to be a charge on Miranda. So junior Caden Miranda gets a charge as Andre Ford was set in the paint. And he shoved him in the chest for the offensive foul. So 6:51 to play, first quarter, no score. Shaw gets it to Ford. Now Ford is back up to Shaw. Now Pleasant tries to get down low to Largent, and it's poked away, and it's a turnover. Here's Clayton. Clayton gets in the paint and loses it out of bounds. And they're going to say it's staying with the Raiders, which I don't think a Viking ever touched it, but what do I know? Miranda to inbounds. Needs to get it in. Gets it into Wagner. Wagner should have been an offensive foul there and no call. Man, two players went to the floor and no whistle. Now Largent just slips. And they're going to have a traveling call. So 6:25 to play. First quarter, no score. As Preston Heitman checks in for the first time for the Vikings. He checks in for Pleasant. Miranda gets to the elbow, kicks it back out. Now here is Luke Sneed with the drive in the paint, and they're going to get a foul on Preston Heitman. So Luke Sneed will go to the line to shoot two. 6:13 to play, first quarter. 1-0 Raiders. Sneed will have one more free throw. Second free throw is up and also good. Now Shaw to bring it up the court, gets to Ford. Ford puts it on the floor, gets in the paint, and nearly scores it. Now the Raiders with it, coming back the other way. 2-0 Raiders. Just under 6 minutes to play first quarter. Now Coombs gets in the paint and scores it. 4-0 Raiders. Shaw needs help, loses it. Now fight for the ball. Here's Coombs. Gets it up court to Clayton. Drake Clayton now with a basket. 6-0 Raiders. So just like that. So Drake Clayton's going to get called for a foul. So now Shaw. So now three subs come in for the Raiders. Brogan Smith, Jackson Barcelona, and Jake Murphy. Kai Gregory checks in for the Vikings. They get the ball backcourt to Ford. 6-0 Raiders. They're going to get a foul called on Jake Murphy. So Vikes get it in. Here's Ford with it in the backcourt. Needs help. Double team now Shaw. Gets it to Gregory. Now back to Shaw. Shaw double teamed. Vikings need to swing it to the other side. Nearly lost it with Ford. Now Shaw with it. Now Gregory wants a three. In and out, no good. Rebound goes to Smith. Here comes Smith all the way. Now gives off to Jake Murphy. He gets his first basket. So 8-0 now Raiders. Now Shaw. Gets it to Heitman. Missed shot. Now underneath is Largent with the cleanup. Gets a basket. 8-2 Raiders. 4:25 to play first quarter. Now Smith with it. Smith gives off to Murphy. Murphy in the paint, scores it. So Jake Murphy comes in the game, scores 2 quick buckets. 10-2 in favor of Frontenac. Largent gives back to Shaw. Now Largent kicks off to Heitman. Heitman for a three, no good. Rebound goes to Shaw, though, of the Vikings. Shaw gets to the paint, gets it over to Largent. Largent puts it up and scores it and is fouled. So Connor Largent now with 4 points. A chance to get a 5th point at the line here. So 3 more subs for Frontenac. There's Clayton. Checks back in, as does Sneed. Here comes the Raiders after the missed free throw by Largent. So now a near steal. It is a steal by the Vikings. Gets it ahead to Ford. Ford in the paint, puts it up and scores. Andre Ford now with his first bucket. 10-6. Raiders with a 4-point advantage. Now a 3-pointer from the Raiders is good. Jackson Barcelona gets his first basket. Now Ford the other way. Now it's stolen by Coombs. Thrown ahead to Clayton. Clayton puts it in for his second bucket. So 15-6. The Vikings trail by 9. It's just going to be a 30-second break, so we're just going to keep it here. And the Vikings trailed 8-0, but then they scored a couple of buckets and then got it to just a 4-point game, and now it's back up to a 9-point deficit. So Vikings need to continue scoring as Frontenac is scoring at will. So 3:03 to play here. First quarter, Vikings trail 15-6. There has been 4 fouls called on Frontenac, so that has been one positive thing, but Frontenac has played 9 different players already, so I think the Frontenac bench is very deep. And Vikings will inbounds at the 3:03 mark of the first quarter. So Largent gets it inbounds. Shaw gets it to Ford. Now back to Largent on the wing, double team, now Shaw. Gregory, now Largent. It's a swarming defense. A really good pressure defense here by Frontenac, but they have been fouling a lot. That is the 5th foul that's called on. So that one's on Brogan Smith. So Jason Shaw, because of the 5th foul, will go to the line. First one's up and good. So that'll be Shaw's first point of the game. 15-7. Vikings trail by 8. Shaw will have one more. Second free throw, no good. And it is rebounded out by Barcelona. Barcelona gets to the wing to Clayton. Clayton drives. Oh, fouled at the bucket. They're going to get the foul on Andre Ford, and that'll be his first. So Drake Clayton, the sophomore, who had 4 early points, now will go to the line to shoot 2. First one's up, no good. 15-7, 2:33 to play. Murphy checking back in, along with Mirando and another new player, Jake Martinez. So second free throw is up. Is good on the second free throw for Clayton. He has 5 points. And here comes Shaw up the court with for the Vikings. Shaw double team, gets it to Gregory. Kicks out to Hauk. Hauk back out to Shaw. And now Largent in the paint is fouled by Martinez, who just checked into the game. So Largent will go to the line to shoot 2. First one is up and no good. 16-7, Vikings trail by 9. Largent will have one more. 2:19 to play, first quarter. Second one up, good. So Largent 1 of 3 from the line, has 5 points. Now Martinez gets it to Veranda. Now in the paint is Coombs, puts it up, no good. Martinez with the rebound and putback is good. Shaw with it. Now Largent. Now Shaw double team, gets over to Pleasant. Now Pleasant back out to Shaw. Now Hauk. It's just a double team everywhere you look. And now a backcourt violation on the Vikings. Vikings trail 18-8. Mirando, the inbound for Frontenac. Heitman checking back in for the Vikings. Now Coombs with it. So now Murphy. Back to Martinez. Now stolen. Hauk has it. Now Ford. Back to Hauk. Now Gregory gives up to Largent. Largent scores it. Garner Largent now with 7 points here in the first quarter. Vikings trail 18-10. And now it's knocked out of bounds. I think it's going to be a turnover. Vikings with the possession now. Kai Gregory to inbounds to Andre Ford. 1:08 to play here, first quarter. Here comes Ford up the court for the Vikes. Ford gets it to Heitman. Heitman puts it on the floor. Now back out to Heitman. Now stolen by Mirando. Mirando gonna go all the way, missed the shot. Now Coombs with it and scores it. So Kel Coombs with 4 points. 35 seconds to play here in the first quarter, and Andre Ford turns it over. 33 seconds now. 20-10, Vikings trail by 10. Coombs kicks it back out to Mirando. Now in the paint is Gunnar Hornia. And Hornia with his first bucket. Now stolen. Here comes Murphy. Murphy wants to go all the way, and he does score it. So Jake Murphy gets his 6th point, and now a 24-10 lead at the end of the first quarter. Let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Viking basketball on B92.
Looking for a career that supports the U.S. national security mission? Join Day and Zimmerman here in Parsons, Kansas. Our salaried and hourly positions offer competitive compensation, starting at $22.90 for hourly roles, and all employees receive excellent benefits and room to grow. From production operators to engineering and beyond, you'll help supply America's defense and build a career you can be proud of. Apply today at careers.dayzim.com. You can make a difference at Day and Zimmerman.
Welcome back to Frontenac High School. Tony Fuentes here along with Brody Wright taking care of our live stream, and Karen Hardesty back at the KLKC studio. And we are ready for the second quarter. Vikings trail 24-10. Only bright spot in that quarter was Connor Largent with 7 points. Had a great first quarter, just needs some help from the rest of the Viking team. So it looks like Houck's going to start with 5 players from the bench. So it's going to be a completely different group coming out for the Vikings. Looks like Torian Sutton Martin out there, along with Corday Morton. So Raiders go back with their starters, and now Jake Wagner gets his first basket, and he's fouled. Torian Martin Sutton, Kyson Williams, Corday Morton, Rome Strickland, and Isaac Mack all on the floor for the Vikings. So Williams with it. Gets it to Strickland. Now it's a turnover. So 7:33 to play. Second quarter. 27-10. Vikings trail by 17. So now Wagner. They get it on down low and scored by Luke Sneed. So now 29-10. Here comes Strickland. Down low to Morton. Now back out to Williams. Now Mack. Back to Strickland. Martin Sutton kicks all the way out to Morton, and it's blocked into the bleachers. Luke Sneed. So Connor Largent checking back in for the Vikings. Now Rome Strickland with it. Turns it over. Should have been a foul, and no foul called. Now the Vikings get it. Here comes Martin Sutton. And it's a turnover. And here comes Luke Sneed. And he is fouled by Mack. So Isaac Mack will pick up a foul. So Luke Sneed will go to the line. First free throw from Sneed is good. So now Sneed will have one more. 30-10. Vikings trail by 20. Now Largent with the rebound. Gets it to Shaw. Now Ford with it. Now Shaw back to Strickland. Just a tough little trap defense here by Frontenac, and Vikings are having fits with it. So Ford gets it to Largent, back out to Shaw for a long three. In and out, no good. And here comes Luke Sneed for the Raiders. And now it's stolen by Ford. Here comes Largent. Gets it to Strickland. Strickland puts it up, no good. Rebound to Wagner. Now here comes quickly as Clayton going the other way. Great Clayton now with 7 points. Andre Ford nearly gets his pocket picked by Clayton. Now he's double teamed. And Brogan Smith with the foul. So Hout checking back in along with Preston Heitman. Heitman with the trapped in the corner, turned it over. Here comes Wagner for the Raiders. Gets it up to Coombs, and Coombs scores it. Cale Coombs now with 6. 34-10 in favor of the Raiders. I thought this could be a game the Vikings could have a chance, since Frontenac was a little bit down this year at 4-8. But Frontenac is having their way with the Vikings. Foul is called on Cale Coombs. So Jake Murphy checking back in. Jason Shaw inbounds to Ford. 5:13 to play, second quarter. 34-10. And tipped out of bounds by Sneed. And now we got a timeout on the floor. So let's take a full timeout. Let's take a 1 minute break and listen to Viking basketball on V93.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
Life is about movement, and the human body is like any high-performance machine. When miles add up, parts wear down, and that's when pain begins, and here's where it ends. At Labette Health, our nationally recognized orthopedic and sports medicine surgeons use advanced techniques to reduce recovery times and relieve pain for miles to come. Feel like new again at Labette Health in Parsons, Kansas. For more information, go to labettehealth.com.
Welcome back to Frontenac High School. Tony Fuentes here. And it's the 5:08 mark of the second quarter. The Frontenac Raiders with a 24-point advantage at 34-10. And Shaw gets it inbounds to Ford. And Ford nearly loses it. Now he gets it back across. Now Hauk with it. Gets it over to Shaw. Now Heitman. Now Largent. Now Ford with it. Gets in the paint. Turnaround is no good. Rebound to Coombs. And here comes Mirando. And they're going to get an offensive foul on Caden Miranda, and that's both fouls on Caden Miranda have been offensive. So Vikings stay inbounds, get it in to Ford. Now Shaw, back to Ford. Isaac Mack in the game now, gives off to Hauk for a three, no good. Rebound to Clayton. Here comes Murphy with it for the Raiders, and Murphy scores it. Jake Murphy now with 8 points. Now near steal by the Raiders. Now Isaac Mack gets it to Ford. Ford in the paint, puts it up and scores. Andre Ford now with 4 points. 36-12, 4:05 to play, second quarter. Murphy gets to Wagner. Down the paint to Sneed. That should have been a, and now a three-pointer goes down for Jake Murphy as he has 11 points now. 3:45 and counting, 39-12 in favor of the Raiders. Now Ford. Ford gets in the paint, needs help, gets it out to Hauk. Hauk wants a three. In and out, no good. Rebound to Largent. Largent puts it up, no good. Rebound to Clayton. Clayton quickly up the floor, stolen by Ford. Andre Ford now. Nearly loses it. Shaw picks it up, gets it underneath the Largent, puts it up, and good. So Connor Largent now with 9 points. 39-14. Vikings trail by 25. Sneed gets it in the corner for Coombs. No good. And here comes Hauk. Gets it off to Ford. Now Largent with it. Back out to Ford. Ford puts it on the floor, kicks it out. Now Shaw for a long three. No good. Wagner with it. Gives off to Clayton. Here comes Clayton. Now Murphy puts it on the floor. Is fouled by Shaw, I believe. Nope, they're going to call the foul on Andrew Hauk. So Jake Murphy will go to the line to shoot two. So Murphy with 11 points, now 12 points as he knocks down the first one. 40-14 as Kyson Williams checks in for the Vikings. Second free throw is also good by Murphy. So Shaw to bring it up the court for the Vikings. Gets it to Ford. Ford wants a three, and it's good. Andre Ford with 7 points. 2:16 and counting, 41-17. Now missed three-pointer, but a cleanup by Kel Coombs. He has 8. 43-17. Isaac Mack gets it to Williams. Williams turns it over. Now here comes Clayton. Gets it up to Coombs. Coombs puts it in for an easy bucket. Coombs now has double digits. So Murphy and Coombs both in double digits for the Raiders. 45-17. Isaac Mack thought about the three. Gets in the paint. Gets it off to Largent. Largent puts it up, and he scores it. So Connor Largent now in double digits at 11. 45-19. And now bucket goes down by Murphy again. Jake Murphy is just having a game. Now Isaac Mack missed three. Now rebound goes to the Raiders. Murphy gives off to Coombs. Coombs gets in the paint, kicks it back out to Clayton. Spin move by Clayton. Now Kane Meld just checked in the game for the Raiders. Now Murphy kicks it back out to Meld. Now Hornia. Missed shot. Now here comes the Vikings. Shaw kicks off to Ford. Ford wants a three. In and out, no good. Rebound to the Raiders. It's stolen by Kyson Williams. Here comes Williams. Nearly has an awesome play, but just goes off the fingertips and out of bounds. So Rome Strickland and Deshaun Pleasant checking in the game for the Vikings. Only 18 seconds left here to go in the first half. 47-19. Raiders could make it a 30-point advantage if they score here on this possession. Down to 9 seconds before the half. And that's a travel. Travel by Clayton. Vikings only have 5.4 seconds before the half. Shaw with it. So the Vikings lose it out of bounds, but they're going to say it stays with the Vikings. Referees are consoling over it, and they're going to give it to the Raiders. Nope, they're going to give it to the Vikings. So Kyson Williams only gets 1.8 seconds. So the Vikings got to go quick. A half-point heave is no good. The Vikings trail 47-19 at the half. Let's take a 1-minute break. We'll come back for the Eye Care Associate of Parsons halftime report. 1-minute break, Viking basketball, V93.
In 2003, Tank Connection founders envisioned a Southeast Kansas-based company dedicated to innovating voltage storage tanks, offering superior products and services through a customer-focused team. 2 decades later, and products in 64 countries and on 6 continents, this vision endures. Tank Connection employee owners are dedicated to a future where their shared purpose brings empowered realities to as many lives as possible.
With many years of combined experience, Eye Care Associates of Parsons has set the framework in providing comprehensive eye health examinations for all ages and routine vision care for families throughout the 4-state area. Our optometrists and staff provide remarkable care with state-of-the-art technology to help with diagnosis and management of eye health conditions. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your next eye exam. Eye Care Associates of Parsons. Experience modern eye care.
Welcome back to Frontenac High School. Tony Fuentes here, and we're ready for the Eye Care Associate of Parsons halftime report, brought to you by Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray. And we're going to run down the scores. First for the Frontenac Raiders, Cale Coombs with 10, Jackson Barcelona with 3, Jake Murphy with 15, Luke Sneed with 5, Jake Wagner with 3, Drake Clayton with 7, Gunnar Hornia with 2, and Jake Martinez with 2. And Vikings led by senior Connor Largent with 11, sophomore Andre Ford with 7, and senior Jason Shaw with 1. So Vikings in a little bit of trouble here. They trail by 28 points at the half. So in the much need of some offensive spark to get going here in this second half, but not looking great on the offensive boards for the Vikes as well. They're just struggling all 3 facets of the game, and hopefully they can turn it around here in the second half and try to edge closer in this game. But the Vikings trail 47-19 at the half. Let's take a 7-minute break, and then we'll be back for the second half. 7-minute break. You're listening to Viking basketball on V93.
Life is about movement, and the human body is like any high-performance machine. When miles add up, parts wear down, and that's when pain begins, and here's where it ends. At Labette Health, our nationally recognized orthopedic and sports medicine surgeons use advanced techniques to reduce recovery times and relieve pain for miles to come. Feel like new again at Labette Health in Parsons, Kansas. For more information, go to labettehealth.com.
Discover what you've been missing in Parsons, Kansas. Curious Minds Discovery Zone, a children's museum that inspires a love of learning, with hands-on exhibits for all ages to imagine, create, learn, and discover. Kids enjoy looking through microscopes, building on our magnetic ball run wall, creative play in our doctor's office or grocery store, and lots more. Discover, explore, Parsons, Kansas.
In 2003, Tank Connection founders envisioned a Southeast Kansas-based company dedicated to innovating bolted storage tanks, offering superior products and services through a customer-focused team. 2 decades later, and products in 64 countries and on 6 continents, this vision endures. Tank Connection employee owners are dedicated to a future where their shared purpose brings empowered realities to as many lives as possible.
Reaching your goals is closer than you think at Labette Community College. With 25 programs of study, 6 certificate options, and a campus that cares, your journey at LCC is sure to lead to success. Become a Cardinal. Visit labette.edu to learn more today.
Hi, I'm Shelby, one of the pharmacists at Bowen Pharmacy. Not only do we keep you up to date on your COVID and flu vaccines, but we also offer pneumonia, shingles, hepatitis, meningitis, tetanus, and whooping cough vaccines. Based on the latest CDC guidelines, we can recommend the vaccines to keep you and your family healthy. Thank you for always choosing Bowen Pharmacy. We're here today and we'll be here tomorrow.
Here's a bright idea: streaming without buffering. It's not 2014. There's no reason for laggy internet and buffering shows. IdeaTech has the technology. It's fiber optic cable. IdeaTech has brought high-speed fiber to 75 communities and counting. Don't put up with outdated internet. Stream without buffering. Another bright idea from IdeaTech.
Looking for a career that supports the U.S. national security mission? Join Day and Zimmerman here in Parsons, Kansas. Our salaried and hourly positions offer competitive compensation, starting at $22.90 for hourly roles, and all employees receive excellent benefits and room to grow. From production operators to engineering and beyond, you'll help supply America's defense and build a career you can be proud of. Apply today at careers.dayzim.com. You can make a difference at Day and Zimmerman.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
With many years of combined experience, Eye Care Associates of Parsons has set the framework in providing comprehensive eye health examinations for all ages and routine vision care for families throughout the 4-state area. Our optometrists and staff provide remarkable care with state-of-the-art technology to help with diagnosis and management of eye health conditions. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your next eye exam. Eye Care Associates of Parsons. Experience modern eye care.
Here's a bright idea. Make sure you put your pants on before leaving the house. Sure, it seems simple, but sometimes simple doesn't happen. At IdeaTech, we think it's simple to have real people who live in Kansas helping customers. We understand that not everyone in our industry agrees. Then again, not everyone puts on pants before they leave the house. We think it's important to get the simple things right. Putting our pants on and providing local customer service. Another bright idea from IdeaTech.
At Labette Center, we have worked hard to make it easier than ever to start on your journey to wellness. The center provides a full range of mental health and substance use services to individuals of all ages. With expanded services and same-day access, you can begin your journey when you are ready. Visit our website at lcmhs.com to find out more about our services and begin your journey to wellness today. Labette Center for Mental Health. Help for today, hope for tomorrow.
Life is about movement, and the human body is like any high-performance machine. When miles add up, parts wear down, and that's when pain begins, and here's where it ends. At Labette Health, our nationally recognized orthopedic and sports medicine surgeons use advanced techniques to reduce recovery times and relieve pain for miles to come. Feel like new again at Labette Health in Parsons, Kansas. For more information, go to labettehealth.com.
Bowen Pharmacy supports the Parsons Vikings here, and here, and here. It's our goal to keep you covered. At Bowen Pharmacy, we give no excuses for you not to make it to the game. And it's always a great day to be a Viking.
Welcome back to Frontenac, Kansas. Tony Fuentes here, and we're ready for the second half, so that'll end our Eye Care Associate of Parsons halftime. Brought to you by Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray. And Jason Shaw at the inbounds gets it into Andre Ford. And we are underway in the second half, and now it's stolen. And here comes Drake Clayton with an easy bucket the other way. He gets up to 9 points now. 49-19. Vikings trail by 30. Vikings turn it over. Frontenac's going quick. And here comes Coombs quickly the other way, and it is knocked out of bounds by the Vikings. Oh, it should have been Frontenac basketball, but we'll take it. We're down by 30. We need all the help we can get. Now Ford nearly traveled. Now Pleasant. Back out to Shaw, and just swarming defense. It's almost like they have 6 players out there, so much defense going on. Now up the court goes Clayton, gets it off to Coombs. Coombs from the elbow, in and out, no good. Rebound to Ford for the Vikings. Andre Ford up the floor to Houck. Houck needs help in the corner, gets it out to Ford. Now Shaw for a 3, good. Jason Shaw gets his first basket and 4th point. 6:50 to play, third quarter. Vikings trail 49-22. Wagner with it. Gives off to Sneed. Sneed back out to Clayton. And in the paint is Clayton, and he scores it. Tough shot. Gets it to go. So Clayton now in double digits with 11. He's the third Frontenac Raider in double digits. Out of bounds off Mirando, and it'll stay with the Vikings. And Shaw at the inbounds. Gets it into Ford. Ford now gives it over to Houck. Now over to Pleasant. Pleasant back over to Ford, and it's turnover. Here comes Mirando. Mirando lost it. Here comes Pleasant the other way. Now Jason Shaw from the elbow, no good. Rebound to the senior Wagner. Now Coombs. Across to Mirando. Now Clayton. Stolen by Ford. Here comes Andre Ford. for the Vikings. Puts it up, no good. Rebound out to Clayton. Wagner now. Wagner in the paint, gives up to Sneed, no good. Sneed gets his own rebound, put it out to Miranda for a three, no good, but an offensive board by Sneed, and now Sneed will go to the line to shoot two. So Largent picks up his first foul. 5:24 to play, third quarter, 51-22. And Luke Sneed is at the line to add to it. First one's no good. He'll have one more. Brogan Smith checking in for the Raiders, as is Kai Gregory for the Vikings. Miranda takes a seat. Sneed, second free throw up, and no good. So Sneed missed both of them. He was 3 for 4 from the line in the first half. Now it's out of bounds off the Raiders. 5:16 to play, third quarter. Vikings trail by 29. Shaw gets it into Houck. Now back to Shaw. Shaw needs help. Houck. Gets it back to Shaw. Now down low to Largent. Back out to Shaw. Shaw puts up a 20-footer. Good. So Jason Shaw now with 5 points here in the quarter. He's up to 6 points. Now Luke Sneed puts it on the floor and is fouled. So Luke Sneed will go to the line once more. 51-24, Vikings trail by 27. Junior Luke Sneed at the line. First one is good. Sneed up to 6 points now. He'll have one more free throw. 4:46 to play, third quarter. Second free throw off the mark, no good. Here comes Ford for a three. No good. Rebound. Going to go off of the Raiders, out of bounds, and now the Vikings will have the ball. So 52-24, Vikings trail by 28. Houck with it. Needs to get it in. Gets it in the Largent. Now back over to Houck. Double team now. Ford gets it out to Shaw for a three. Shaw's good. So Shaw with 8 points here in the quarter. He's the only one to score for the Vikings in the quarter. 52-27. Now Brogan Smith with it. Goes off to Wagner. Wagner in the paint. Puts it up. No good. Largent with the rebound. Here comes Andre Ford. 4:06 to play here in the third. Houck back to Ford. Now back out to Shaw for another three. This one no good. Rebound goes to Coombs. Kicks it out. Murphy wants a three. Murphy's three, no good. Out of bounds to the Vikings. So 3:47. .347 to play, third quarter. 52-27. Ford gets it to Houck for a three. No good. Rebound Largent. Kicks it back out. Shaw goes baseline. Missed the shot. Now rebound goes to the Vikings, come up with it. Now Andre Ford spin move. And it's good. So Andre Ford now with 9 points. 52-29. 23-point deficit for the Vikes. And now a foul on Kai Gregory. It's going to be his second. Actually, that's just his first. 3:13 to play, third quarter. Miranda and Clayton check back in. Clayton with it. Trying to get down low to Hernia. And now Ford gets it to Largent, and he scores it. So Connor Largent now with 13 points. 52-31. Vikings trail by 21. There's Clayton. Kicks it back out to Smith. Now Mirando. Now it's stolen by the Vikes. Here comes Jason Shaw. Shaw gets in the paint and scores it. Jason Shaw with 10 points in the quarter. Gets the Vikes back to within 19 at 52-33. So let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Viking basketball on V93.
Discover what you've been missing in Parsons, Kansas. Curious Minds Discovery Zone, a children's museum that inspires a love of learning, with hands-on exhibits for all ages to imagine, create, learn, and discover. Kids enjoy looking through microscopes, building on our magnetic ball run wall, creative play in our doctor's office or grocery store, and lots more. Discover, explore, Parsons, Kansas.
Welcome back to Frontenac High School. Tony Fuentes here, and we are at the 2:34 mark of the third quarter. The Vikings trail by 19, 52-33. So Raiders with the basketball. And here comes Mirando. Gives up to Smith. Now Clayton with it, setting up a play. Back to Smith. Mirando kicks it back up top. Now they throw it away. So Vikings with the ball. Andre Ford gives up to Shaw. Shaw needs help. Gets it to Mack. Mack throws it away. So Clayton, Mirando, Smith. Now Murphy gets in the paint. Hornilla scores it. Gunnar Hornilla with 4 points. Now a steal by the Raiders. It's going to be a foul on Andre Ford. 54-33. Vikings trail by 21. Mirando to inbounds. Now Smith gives up to Mirando in the corner. Mirando needs help. Now Smith for a three, and it's good. Brogan Smith hadn't scored until now. And now he's in the scorer's column. 57-33, and now a near steal as Mirando goes into the stands. 1:12 to play here in the third quarter. 57-33. Vikings had a little spurt there. They went on about an 8-0 run. Now Frontenac back on a run. Argent. Another steal. Here comes Mirando. Mirando gives up. Missed shot by Clayton. Now here's Shaw for the Vikings. Wanted to go coast to coast. Puts up a shot in the paint. No good. Now here comes Mirando quickly the other way. He puts it up. No good, but a rebound and a score by Brogan Smith. So Brogan Smith hadn't scored the entire game, and then now he's had 5 points in the last minute. So now here's Kai Gregory. Now it's stolen. And here comes the Vikings, and now Kai steals it back. Isaac Mack gives off to Shaw. Shaw needs help. And now 17.1 seconds left in the quarter. And Vikings will have the ball underneath their own basket. The Vikings sub 5 for 5. 17 seconds left to go in the quarter. Try to get it inbounds, and it's a turnover. Now a run out the other way, and Clayton's going to get an easy bucket. So Drake Clayton now with 13 points. Now 1 second left in the quarter, and a missed shot. And now the Vikings trail 61-33. Let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93.
Reaching your goals is closer than you think at Labette Community College. With 25 programs of study, 6 certificate options, and a campus that cares, your journey at LCC is sure to lead to success. Become a Cardinal. Visit labette.edu to learn more today.
Welcome back to Frontenac High School. Tony Fuentes here, and let's thank some of our sponsors. Labette Health, Bartlett Co-op, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Labette Community College, Elm Haven Nursing Home and Woodridge Estates, Tank Connection, Clemens Insurance Agency, Commercial Bank, Eye Care Associate of Parsons, Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray, Parsons District Schools, Forbes Hoppin Funeral Homes, Labette Center for Mental Health Services, Community National Bank, Wood Insurance Center, Roy's Auto Service, Bowen Pharmacy, Parsons Educational Foundation, Labette Bank, Snyder Lawn Care, SCK Ortho, Doctors Mosier and Meister, Idea Tech, Dan Zimmerman, and Brown's Mechanical and Plumbing Services. Thank you to all our sponsors, bringing you Viking basketball. We are ready for fourth quarter. Murphy with it for the Raiders. Now Sneed with it at the elbow. Back to Murphy. Back out top to Clayton. Now Coombs with it. Now Sneed thought about the three. Hands off to Clayton. Now Wagner. Just a little weave now. Murphy in the paint. Missed shot. Rebound to the Vikings. Here comes Deshaun Pleasant. 7:24 to play here in the fourth. Largent lost it in the lane. Now it's a turnover. Here comes Coombs quickly the other way. Now Coombs with it. 7:11 to play here in the fourth. Murphy gives off to Sneed. Now Coombs back to Murphy. Now Wagner has it. Now Clayton. Just a little weave here as Murphy has it now. Back to Wagner. Down to 7 on the shot. And Wagner puts up a shot. No call. And Connor Largent comes out there with it. 6:42 left in the quarter. Actually, 6:42 left in the game. Now Deshaun Pleasant throws it away. 61-33, Vikings trail by 28. Jason Shaw checking back in for the Vikings. Pleasant will have a seat. Brogan Smith to check back in for the Raiders, giving Murphy a break. Drake Clayton will bring it up the floor for the Raiders. 6.5 to play in the game. He just took steps, no call. Now Smith gives it back out to Sneed. Now Clayton to Wagner. Just a lot of handing off, and now a tough shot, but it goes for Cale Coombs. He's up to 12 points. Vikings trail by 30, 63-33. Now Largent with it, gives up to Strickland. Now Houck wants a three. In and out, no good. Preston Heitman, though, with offensive rebound and putback. And that is Preston Heitman's first basket of the game. 5:47 and counting. Wagner with it up top. Now Coombs. Coombs in the paint. blocked by Largent. Now the Vikings with it. Here comes Shaw. Throws it all the way down to Heitman. Heitman blocked shot by Wagner. So 5:26 and counting. 63-35. Vikings trail by 28. Shaw with it. It's in the Hauk. Hauk, little jumper's good. And that's his first points of the game. 5:05 left to go in the game. 63-37. Vikings trail by 26. Coombs with it. Gives up to Sneed. Now Smith. Sneed in the paint. Gets up to Clayton. Missed. Nope. It goes in. Drake Clayton now with 15. Now the Vikings. Shaw with it. Gives up to Strickland. Now Heitman. Back to Shaw. Shaw needs help. Gives it up to Largent. Kicks it back out. Hauk thought about the three. Now he gets the elbow. Puts it up. No good. Rebound to Sneed. Now Coombs quickly up to Clayton. Back to Smith. Now Clayton scores it. Just great passing by the Raiders team here. Now Strickland. Stolen. Here comes Sneed. 4 minutes to play. Spin move. Now Clayton for a three. No good. It's going to be a jump ball. And it's going to be possession to the Vikings. Martinez will check in for the Raiders. Kai Gregory inbounds for the Vikings. Ford to bring it up for the Vikings. Gives up to Shaw. Now Shaw double teamed. Puts it up in the paint though. No good. And here comes the Raiders. Raiders kick it back out. Raiders put in 5 subs as well. Now Martinez for a three. In and out, no good. Rebound Connor Largent. Gives up to Andre Ford. 2:45 to play in the game. Shaw with it. Gets it to Largent. Largent puts it on the floor. Kicks out to Ford for a three. No good. Rebound Martinez. He gets it up to Jack Spear for the Raiders. Spear gets it on the wing. Back up to Martinez. Now down low to Hornilla. Hornilla scores it. Gunnar Hornilla. And now here comes Shaw. Shaw gets in the paint. Gives up to Gregory, and Gregory scores it. So that is the first basket for Gregory. 2 minutes to play. Martinez. Thought he double dribbled, no call. Hornilla scores it. Oh, Hornilla with 8 points now. Missed shot by Shaw. Rebound to Martinez. And we got a timeout on the floor. I think it's just for a sub. So I don't know if they're going to take the full 30-second or not, but I think they just wanted to sub. Yep, it's just going to be a substitution. 1:37 to play. Torian Martin Sutton checks in. Corday Morton checks in. And Kyson Williams checking in for the Vikings. And Jack Spear will bring it up the court for the Raiders. Martinez with it. Back to Spear. Back to Martinez. 1:20 to play in the ball game. Martinez down low, scores it. Jake Martinez with his 4th point. Now Torian Martin Sutton. Now Corday Morton in the paint is good. So Corday Morton gets his 1st point. So now Spear kicks it back out to Martinez. Now 3-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound though to the Raiders. 40 seconds to play. Raiders put it on the floor, no good. And now a foul is called. And so now we will have free throws to finish the game here, as Mick Moeller will shoot 2 free throws. First free throw is no good. He'll have 1 more. Second free throw is up and good. And our final score is 74-41. Let's take a 1-minute break, and we'll come back for the Bowen Pharmacy postgame report. You listen to Viking basketball on V93.
With many years of combined experience, Eye Care Associates of Parsons has set the framework in providing comprehensive eye health examinations for all ages and routine vision care for families throughout the 4-state area. Our optometrists and staff provide remarkable care with state-of-the-art technology to help with diagnosis and management of eye health conditions. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your next eye exam. Eye Care Associates of Parsons. Experience modern eye care.
Life is about movement, and the human body is like any high-performance machine. When miles add up, parts wear down, and that's when pain begins, and here's where it ends. At Labette Health, our nationally recognized orthopedic and sports medicine surgeons use advanced techniques to reduce recovery times and relieve pain for miles to come. Feel like new again at Labette Health in Parsons, Kansas. For more information, go to labettehealth.com.
Welcome back to Frontenac, Kansas. Tony Fuentes here, and we're going to run down the scores for the Frontenac Raiders. Brogan Smith with 5, Cale Coombs with 12, Jackson Barcelona with 3, Jake Murphy with 15, Luke Sneed with 6, Jake Wagner with 3, Drake Clayton with 17, Gunnar Hornilla 8, Jake Martinez 4, Mick Muller 1 for the Vikings, Andrew Houck with 2, Andre Ford with 9, Connor Largent with 13, Preston Heitman with 2, Jason Shaw with 11, Kai Gregory with 2, and Corday Morton with 2. And the Vikings fall 74-41. And that is going to wrap it up for us here at Frontenac. For Brody Wright and Karen Hardesty back at the studio, this is Tony Fuentes signing off from Frontenac, Kansas.